Anyway, it's ever changing and it's ever evolving. Atheism is. The most beautiful thing about atheism, I find, is that people who are atheists are so fucking drastically different. You go into a church, it's all the same type of fucking people. They all got the same fucking values. We hate fags, blacks, Jews. Women should be in the kitchen. They all got the same fucking answers, pretty much all. You'll be hard-pressed to find some people who don't. But with atheists, and this is so fucking great, I love it, and that's the reason I will never fucking go back to religion. Whenever an atheist says something, if I disagree with it, I can disagree with it. I can disagree with what he likes, or thinks, or feels. The only thing we are in absolute 100% total agreement on is that there is no God. There is no God, there is no devil, there is no heaven, there is no hell, religion is bullshit. It's the only thing we're in total agreement on. And not even to the religious part, because I've seen some atheists and met some atheists who believe in fucking ghosts, and some who believe in angels, which is fucking crazy anyway, but that's another story. And who believe in spirits and exorcisms and all types of kooky crazy shit. How the fuck you can believe in angels, which is a heavenly creature, apparently? Or not apparently, it is, but... And how you cannot believe, or say you don't believe in a fucking God is beyond me, but... If they say crazy shit like that, I let them know shit like that here on YouTube, or stick them, or... just wherever I may be. They're like, well, people always tell me this crazy shit. I had somebody tell me this one time. This is always the proof, you know, for the existence of God. Somebody I was talking to, their sister died, or momentarily one time. They fucking flatlined at a hospital. She said she went to the other side, and a man came up to her and said, "It's not your time," and she went back, and now she goes to church. She used to be an atheist, or, you know, whatever fucking bullshit story they spin. It's the same with the preacher on Sunday who says, you know, when I was hanging out with my daughter and some of her Satanist friends, you know, and I've converted them to Christianity, they're right there. They pay like two little already Christians to just bullshit their way through it. It's bullshit. It's a fucking charlatan's trick. I love that term, because those are the fucking tricks that Christians pull. I'm usually, for the most part, straight with people. The only thing that I don't fucking offer up all the time is, like, I don't come out, I don't fucking walk in the room and go, "Hey, I'm an atheist," you know. If somebody asks me, usually I don't fucking tell them, because I don't want to hear their bullshit. I just, you know, sit there and they're like, you know, Jesus and God. I'm like, oh, yeah, cool, okay. Now, if they get on to ask me, "Do you want to go to church sometime?" I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm an atheist, so I don't go to church," you know. I basically don't come out and tell people right away when I meet them I'm an atheist, just to avoid fucking bullshit confrontations. But if somebody comes at me going, you know, "Oh, you gotta believe this, this, and this," if somebody comes at me in like a threatening manner, going, "We gotta get, you know, would you like to go to church on Sunday? They're preaching about the faggots, and we gotta get rid of the faggots and everything." I'm like, "Motherfucker, I don't believe in your imaginary friend. Get off the fucking street corner, get a real job, go do something with your life," alright? That's how I always come off to people. If they're nice to me, I'll be nice to them. If they're dicks, I'm gonna let them know exactly what I fucking think about them. But, and that goes for atheists as well. I am a bit of a prick, and some other people come off as a prick. I don't let them know about that, because they have their reasons to be angry, but I can disagree with atheists, you know, if they say crazy shit, like, there's been this whole discussion going on YouTube about rape and murder and evolution. It's an evolutionary process that we needed at one time. I haven't said anything to anybody. I might, you know, or said anything about it. Or I'm saying something about it now, so fucking, you know, I don't really video response people unless I'm asking for advice on something or anything. Or on Brett Keen's channel, I'm putting out all my videos on there because, you know, he lets people do that. But I don't go video response people and tell them, hey, I fucking don't like what you said. I don't fucking do that because I don't like to call people out unless I'm in a room with them, like physically, tangibly there. I'll talk, about them like I'm doing now. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is I'll mention it. I won't mention names of who said it, but, people have said some atheists on YouTube. That whole belief that rape and murder were an evolution is quite true. Alright. Our ancestors and in other animals have raped, have murdered, or not murdered really, but killed their own kind and, needlessly and shit like that. There's examples of necrophilia in nature and whatnot, but the point is what they were trying to say, some of these atheists were like, well, rape and murder in evolution, is in evolution, so therefore it's not really all that bad. Rape and murder are fucking terrible things to do. We know that because we're smart enough to know that. I don't go around fucking killing people or raping people because I know fucking better, alright? I don't give a fuck if my ancestors did it. They also threw stones at their own fucking shadow and thought the sun was a god to be worshipped, alright? I'm a little bit more intelligent than that. If they did it, yes, they many times back in the old caveman days they did, and other evidence of that, and people do it today, but the rape that goes on today is not for survival purposes or evolutionary purposes. It's more of like a power game, a control game. But that's one of the things that some atheists say I disagree with. And I'm allowed to do that. If I was a Christian and somebody said, let's fucking hate Barack Obama because he's black. We won't really say that, but, we'll just say because we have a problem with his politics. Those code words we like to use. We just don't like him because he's black, Me, I don't fall for that bullshit, alright? But if I was a Christian, I'd have to sit there with my fake smile, my hands clasped. Yes, hate the black man because his politics bad, ruining white America. And I would have to agree, If I didn't agree with what they thought or felt or did, I would be ostracized from their group, alright? I wouldn't be a part of their little clique. They would look at me weird. They would castigate me, alright? As, some sort of agitator. That's what they like to use for blacks back in the day. But I've seen that used a couple of times on people who just like, hey, I got no problem with Barack Obama, but, there are some people who do really have a problem with his politics, and I understand that. His politics are somewhat fucked up. I don't give a fuck because I didn't vote for him. I don't care how it all turns out. I just like to watch the never-ending chaos, because you gotta admit, those fucking teabaggers and those fucking 9/12ers and those birthers, those are some of the funniest rednecks you've ever seen in your fucking life. I mean, one dude had socialism written on a t-shirt, and it was fucking misspelled. Alright, and then the woman who was interviewing him, it was on the Alexandra Pelosi thing. Nancy Pelosi's daughter did a documentary when he was getting elected. And this dude had socialism misspelled. And then she asked him, what's the definition of it? And he pulled out his fucking cell phone and said, oh, I can look it up for a minute. And she said, no, don't look it up. Just fucking tell me in your words what it means. And he's like, well, it's basically what Hitler tried to do. Well, yes, true, it is what Hitler tried to do. It's actually what Hitler did. See, socialism is basically the whole Robin Hood theory. Rob the rich, give to the poor. Because, let's face it, many of the rich in this fucking country don't deserve what they got, alright? They say all this bullshit. Well, if a man works hard and builds his fortune. Many of these fucking CEOs, their daddy gave them their fucking shit. Their great-grandfathers worked to build those companies, and they just fucking took it over because daddy had it. They never worked a fucking day in their life. And that is provably fucking true. And if you've ever been around a Wall Street banker, or one of these yuppie motherfuckers, they are the worst kind of criminal cocksuckers you would ever want to fucking be around. But I'm running out of time, so I'll continue the story in part 3. So.